Hey guys, this is the Anime Fiend bringing to you today Wonder Egg Priority episode number 9. Well, technically it's episode number 8 because they had some issues and they just made episode number 8 like a recap episode, right? Anyways, man, this episode, it wasn't that crazy, but yeah, it's fine. We got to know big secret, I guess, at the end, so we could talk a lot about that. But of course, before that, if you haven't subscribed yet, please do subscribe. That helps out a lot. And if you haven't checked out our podcast, the Anime Unhinged podcast, on the channels Anime Unhinged on YouTube and on Twitch, then please do check that out as well. But of course, now let's get into the chapter. Now, this chapter is actually Nehru's episode, right? Because she's the one we know the least about, right? She doesn't talk or say anything or do anything, right? So, I guess finally we got to know a lot more about her, right? And the thing is, initially I thought she was the president of this company because because of her parents and stuff, but no, apparently she's one of the like elite children, like selected few who have this super high IQ, and she's also made by selecting intelligent partners and just basically producing her to be this elite, right? She's not like a regular child. So yeah, that's why she's like, I have no parents, I don't even know about them, right? But the only confusing part about that is, like, didn't she say her sister stabbed her and jumped off the bridge? Like, where did that sister come from? Is she just another, intelligent kid, or is she actually like connected to her? Because we see another kid who is exactly like her, right? The one, high IQ people, and she doesn't call her her sister. So I guess we'll know more about that, right? Now you see, Nehru does some weird stuff, right? She's actually inviting her other three friends to her company, the place where she also lives, and everybody's surprised. They're like, "Whoa, you're inviting us to your home? Like that's pretty weird, right? That's not like you." But of course, eventually they get to know that yeah, there is another reason why she called them, right? Because you see, the previous Wonder Egg that she did was actually a person she knew, right? And that is, of course, another high IQ girl, right? And you see, she's kind of a scientist or whatever, right? And she experiments in near death experiences, right? So she basically experiments on death, and well, because of that, of course, she is dead. But you see, she's on a ventilator, right? I mean, not ventilator, whatever, right? She's in a vegetative state and she's in some, container that's keeping her alive. So I don't know. Is that a ventilator? I'm not sure, man. I'm not a doctor. My bad. But you see, the girl, when she meets in the alternate world, right? She's like, well, I know I died because of the near death experiments, right? But you see, my trauma is actually being experimented on by someone else, right? Because you see, she's this genius and stuff, and she doesn't want to be experimented on after she's dead, right? So basically, what she tells Nero is that just stop my machine, just mercy kill, please. And well, you see, that's why she actually called all these people there, right? And she doesn't explain things to them very well, right? Because she's just like, oh, well, the government people are gonna take away the body, so I guess I have to just fulfill her wish by letting her go, right? Mercy killing. And Of course, everybody is like, oh no, because she's an introvert, right? She doesn't explain that she doesn't want to be experimented on and stuff, right? Because apparently all high IQ people are, introverts and stuff. So, she can't explain things to our friends and stuff. I mean, dude, I'm an introvert, but my IQ is garbage. But I mean, she's like, well, I guess, man. I guess you guys leave if you can't take it, but I'm gonna have to take care of this thing, right? But of course, everybody leaves, and then I comes back. Of course, I being I, she comes back and she talks to Nehru, and then she realizes, right, like she's gonna be experimented on, and that's not a good thing, right? So she's like, well, I guess we'll have to do it, and then they both stop the machine, and they basically mercy kill her, right? So that's that. But you see, the thing is, Nehru's assistant, right? Nehru's assistant, the woman who, like, we keep seeing talking to Nehru, like, oh, yes, boss, yes, CEO, and all these things, right? I mean, she was giving all these other girls a tour of the company as well, right? And she was talking to Aka and Ura Aka. Well, damn. And you see, the thing she was saying, like, well, man, the president is slowly coming close to the truth. And you see, Aka is like, well, I know, I know. I mean, if these girls would actually know the main reason behind these suicides, they wouldn't fight for us, right? They would actually stop doing that, and that's because the main reason of these suicides, the main cause, is us. And I'm like, what? Oh my god. So these people are doing some shit to actually cause them, Oh my god. Whoa, so okay, okay. So are these people like doing shit to them that they're like pushing over the edge, right? Maybe it could just be like they are being the straw that broke the camel's back, right? Because we of course we see that these people have problems, and that's why they committed suicide. But it could also be like they are doing more than that, right? And of course, even this company that Nero is working in, I mean, that company is some way related to them, right? Because I mean, that assistant, she was like, well, our experiments Wonder Egg priority project, right? I'm like, yo, what? God damn. And well, I mean, this assistant woman, she's pretty shady, right? Because even in the previous scene where Nero was like, well, I don't care about my parents, she was kind of shadily smiling, right? And she actually looks exactly like Nero. So, I mean, she could be, her mother or whatever, right? Creator or something. Damn, I mean, that's pretty crazy, but this is a big reveal, right? But the funny thing is, of course, the other two girls, Rika and Momo, they actually see this, and damn, that. So now they're, of course, gonna go tell the other two, so. I mean, unless they get caught, of course. But man, that's pretty crazy. But that's the episode anyway. So let's see what's gonna happen next, man. But if you think the video is good, like, share, subscribe, comment down. What do you think about the next events? What's gonna happen, or what do you think about this? Like, this is pretty crazy. And well, man, join my Discord. We could have fun discussions and all those things. Sign up on my Patreon if you want to support me even more. Otherwise, man, as always, until next time, peace.